Today I'll show you some neo-soul licks that you can use on an R&B classic tune. And I'm sure you'll recognize the song. It consists mainly of 2 major 7th chords. So I'll give you some options on how to color those 2 chords and how to keep it interesting and fresh in a neo-soul style. I'll show you some voicings and some strategies that you can incorporate into your playing. Now, the tabs of every single note that I play in the playing example as well as the backing track are available on my Patreon page, and you are most welcome to check that out if it interests you. All right, let's have a listen to the playing example. All right, I'm sure that you recognize the song. The song is Sweet Thing by Rufus and Chaka Khan, and the 2 chords are A major 7 and D major 7. So just those 2 chords alone will get the job done, but if you want to embellish those 2 chords, you can start by adding the 9. So A major 9, like this. The note B. And on the D major 7, you would add the 9 again, the note E. And of course, you don't have to play the roots, you can play just the top 4 strings. Now you can also add the 9 from this voicing. Here's the D major 7. And you can play it as a D major 9 with this voicing. And often we hammer from the 6 to the major 7 like this. A major 7 or A major 9. Now from this voicing, you can also hammer on from the 9 to the major 3rd like this. Now, common voicings in the neo-soul style would be to use drop 2 voicings on the top 4 strings. So for A major 7, you can play this. And for D major 7. And for all drop 2 voicings, I'm aware of what note is on top. So in this case, the major 3rd is on top, the note C sharp. Right there. And to play it as D major 7, I would put the 3rd of D major 7 up top. That would be the note F sharp. Now another common drop 2 voicing would be to add the major 7 on top. For A major 7, the note would be G sharp on top. So the note G sharp is on top, the major 7. You can also hammer on. Or you can slide into it. So again, for this voicing, the major 7th is on top. So for D major 7th, the note would be C sharp. That's the major 7 of D. And we would put that note on the top of the chord. So in this position. Moving back to A major 7, we We can also play a voicing with the fifth on top, the note E. That's the voicing. It comes from an A6/9 chord. And again, that's the fifth of the chord, the note E being the top voice. So for an A major 7 chord, we have these options. Third on top, fifth on top, major 7 on top. We can also add the ninth on top. And then for D major 7, for example, we can have the fifth be on top with this voicing. That's the major 7, the 9, and the third. So you can mix and match these voicings for the A major 7 and the D major 7. Another sound that I like to use are these open sounding major 9 chords. So you can see we have an E triad over an A bass. And then for the 4 chord, we have an A triad over the D bass. So we can achieve this same sound just by playing the triad. So for an A major 7 chord, we can play the E triad. And for the D major 7, you can play the A triad. You can also play the A triad in this position on the top 3 strings. And the cool thing about this voicing is that you can get the full chord underneath. With this voicing, we're also able to hammer on and pull off with our pinky. Sticking with this same position, another nice voicing is this. This would be the D major 7. A major 7 would look like this. Another thing I like to do in this style is to play double stops using thirds on the major 7 chords. So over A major 7 in this position, you can play this. And on the D major 7 from this position, you can grab this. And the last thing we should talk about are the chords at the end of the chorus, the C sharp minor 7, C7, B flat minor 7, and B flat 7. And again, I'm going to play voicings on the top 4 strings. So for the C sharp minor 7, I'll play this. C7, I'll play it as C13. That's a jazzy voicing. It has the 9 on top. B minor 7, I'll play it as B minor 9. And B flat 7, I'll play it as B flat 13 as well. Alright, now that you have a handle on this, if you'd like to continue learning more guitar playing in this same style, I recommend that you watch this video right here. Be sure to check out my Patreon page, and I'll see you in the next video.